Thank you for letting me tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me tune in. This is Coronado Ortez, owner of the global market, majority stakeholder of all 10-year, 15-year, 30-year corporate, private, and public account. Thank you for letting me tune in. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people thought that this was tiger territory and tiger country. A lot of visitors been passing through, and they said, those are tigers. That's what they've been saying, like. Those can't be tigers, like that. Yes, they're tigers, because they were just going right up and petting them. You know what I'm saying? And they said they never met tigers that you can go right up and pet, and they tell you how to get to where you're going. You're looking for the Renaissance. You're looking for the riverfront amphitheater down that way. They said, like, Lord, they never seen a friendly batch of tigers like that. Like, I said, yeah, those are the tigers. Those are the ones everybody talking about. One time they was number one in the nation, the most feared defense in the history of man. Now you can walk right up and pet them and feed them peanuts, like, You can right to them, and your hand will still be on your arm, like, That's how nice they are, like, But I am glad that they did win that last game they played, because Lord, it was getting really bad, like, It was getting terrible. I tell you, man, I just those pink socks and those Dodge, man, it's bad for Dodge, like, it was bad for them. Cause generally LA is not known to, the Dodge is not usually known to be a bad thing, like, but now it is, like, Now people feel comfortable wearing their pink socks. It's kind of bad, like. Now they don't have a problem with throwing their Texas tea, just throwing it away without giving them boys their money. You see what I'm saying? They don't have no problem with it. Throwing their coffee and their Folgers in the ocean and saying the hell with you. They don't have a problem with that, And I don't either, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, later, if there's a method to get it done, I just have to use that method, you know what I'm saying? Just throw their Texas tea, throw their coffee in the harbor, in the bay. The hell with paying them for it. The hell with reimbursing them. There's no renter's insurance on this, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them to get out of here, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they're experiencing right now. They're experiencing that real Tea Party, baby. Oh, that was a mean Tea Party, lady, really well. That was a mean Tea Party, baby. And those Boston Pink Sox, baby, I'm trying to tell you. You hate to be down 2-0, but there have been teams that bounce back. But usually if somebody get a lead like that, baby, that's a monster lead. Don't you remember LeBron down in Cleveland? And they were saying that I think I even said that LeBron probably was going to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to bounce back and play a hell of a game against Golden State. But I tell you, you already know when Gaddafi comes and joins your team, that he has an idea that you're going to be winning. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about that guy. When he realized, even if he's your arch enemy and you hate him, you told him don't come back around there, he going to get the police and them to bend the laws to say that he can come on your property and force you to be his friend because he know that y'all winning. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say about them folks. Like, I've seen them all the way in high school, all the way in college. That's what they do. If they see that you winning and you can't beef and nobody can annihilate you, they gonna come and make it to where you have to accept them. You know what I mean? They gonna make it. They gonna be around there selling supplies and saying, "Hey, you need anything? I love you." You know what I'm saying? Even though just a couple of days ago they tried to kill you. You know what I mean? Now they're in broad daylight, right in your face, saying that, hey, how much they care about you. And I tell you, lady, Gaddafi, he was doing the same thing. Gaddafi was helping everybody, even people that you would normally think that he probably be giving money to those people. But at one time, he was everybody's friend. And a lot of times, you have to ask yourself, why is Gaddafi friends with everybody, lady? Why is he friends with everybody? Because he felt like that's the American way, lady. The way Americans are winning is because they're friends with everybody. They help the needy. They shake everybody's hand. They kiss folks on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you, he ended up down there at Golden State, and they talking about without him, the MVP. One thing about me, I don't agree with that. I mean, just because you saying I'm not rolling with it, man. You got to do more than just say something like that. You have to prove it. Like I said, Golden State, they was winning way before he came there. You know? They was already winning, you know what I mean? So I would not, if it was me, I wouldn't say that he was the most valuable player. I would say he was the number one, he was, you know, he was a sellout. I would say he was the number one sellout. He's a traitor, that's what I would say. Because OKC, they looking for you and the three-finger deluxe to stick together. They tired of you running out on your party. They tired of it. You know what I mean? The Lord blessed you with a place you can go bring a victory to OKC. You, James Harden, and Westbrook. He put you together for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Now you done goddamn turning and you hate each other. You hate your own brother. Now you're in everybody else's party, wanting them to say that you're a champion. There's something about it. I just can't see it. Like, you know, I don't have no problem with them doing it that way, but I'm just saying, the moral of the story, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I was already winning before you got there, why would I say that you're the most valuable? You know what I'm saying? No, why would I say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess there's nothing wrong with it. You can argue with it if you want to. I mean, it really don't bother me too much. Like, but I tell you, like, you know, ooh, that brisk wind, like, you know, ooh, it feels nice, that brisk wind passing through and all that stuff. Thank God that Reese and Paw Patrol is off that little, ooh, they was on a trip, like, they was on a hippie trip, like. They was on the head on the door hippie trip, Asian market, that your royalties are my royalties. Ooh, they was on the trip, like, yeah. The trip was just that bad I didn't go down 231. Because I could have been where I was going almost by now if I went through 231. But they got signs up saying that they want that. They want to adopt that for the day. You know what I mean? Man, them people are some real psychos, like, you know. They gonna leave here being psychos, like, you know, for real. They gonna be psychos when they leave here, like. They're not gonna have their own legacy to talk about. Their legacy is gonna be trying to take stuff from other folks, like. Other people's property is their legacy, like. I can tell you, it ain't much of a legacy. There was one woman that showed me how they looked as a couple today. Ooh, baby, they look bad, like that. Man, that lady got out of that NASCAR series car. That Sprint Cup, man. I was like, good Lord. Better get out there on that track. That's all I can tell you. Get on that track and exercise, man. I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you eat yourself to death, your attitude is gonna reflect it. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude is gonna reflect that all you do is sit down and eat. And oink oink, you know what I'm saying? You got to do more than that. If you sit down and oink oink and complain all day and stuff like that, you see there is no circulation getting in your body. You know that same cancer that's tearing you up, it's in your mind now. You know what I'm saying? You got to walk it out, like, you know? You got to jog it out. Don't let that cancer seep to your mind because it'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that Vienna souse meat, that bologna, that parasite, it make it to your brain. If you don't finally get up and get some air in that system and get that circulation going, it start tearing your mind down. It really do. So all you Jigger and Jim and Nick Lover and Dreamland, it ain't nothing wrong with doing that, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to exercise it out too. You out there eating them bones and stuff like that. You out there eating them pork chops and tater salad. You out there eating collard and goddamn dressing in your turkey. Every opening in your turkey, you can put some dressing and some stuffing in that thing. Some cornbread salad, like, yeah. You got cornbread salad in the widest opening in your turkey. You got it stuffed with dressing and cornbread salad with a little celery and a little onion and a little thing chopped up in it, like, yeah. But I want to encourage you to get out there and tell them that the walking ain't dead, ladies and gentlemen. Tell them the walking are breathing and they're exercising and they're feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I want you to start saying. You tell people that the people that are walking, they are a lot more healthier than the people that ain't, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get out there and walk it out, ladies and gentlemen. You're eating like a hog, and I get out there and run like Usain Bolt, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Well, people never know you ate like that. I tell you, when I tell you people love you more when you take care of yourself because you don't have time to talk to them. Oh man, I seen a woman yesterday. She didn't have time to talk to nobody. I was like, ooh, Jesus, if I can just talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Because she was too fine to talk to anybody. That was wild, lady. Ooh, that thing was jiggling, lady. That thing was jiggling like a LL Cool J, son, from the Around the Way girl, lady. That thing was jiggling like nobody, like Jango-lang-lang-lang. That thing was jiggling like Django, then ran away from the plantation and got away with Leonardo DiCaprio, lady. I tell you, when a woman try to take care of herself, their attitude, they're developed. She don't have time to deal with you right now. Because she had to sit on that Thundercat on the way home, you know what I'm saying? On that Thundercat, ladies and gentlemen. She already had to manhandle her own Thundercat on the way home. It's a ferocious beast. Why? Because it's exercising. You know? That Thundercat gets plenty of exercise. You know? Sometimes it's hell just making it home riding on that Thundercat. Baby, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, and those thunder thighs and all that stuff. Okay, sometimes, you know what you get out there and tell the city council you want? Tell them you want a sidewalk all the way around the city of Montgomery. You tell them to appropriate some money to build a walkway, a sidewalk, and tell them to build a bike. If you want to ride your bike, you tell them to build a bike track too. A sidewalk where you can walk all the way around your neighborhood on the outside. And maybe on the inside, I know definitely around the outside. Because people don't generally like waking up and seeing you walking by their house, lady. I just tell you. You know what I'm saying? People generally don't like waking up and seeing you walking by their house all the time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you haven't done anything, it's just something about that they like their animals more than they like you. You know what I'm saying? They just do, you know. They like the cable guy coming by selling that Roku and that jailbreak where you don't have to pay but one time and get all the cable you want. They rather see that guy than to see you exercising passing by their house. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, lady. They rather see the man selling death insurance. They rather see a 7-day Adventist coming by their house with a magazine. You know, they ain't never seen a 7-day Adventist before. They rather see a Latter-day Saint. They ain't never seen before come from Jonestown. Talking about the People's Temple in the last days and some Kool-Aid that'll put McDonald's out of business, lady. Then to talk to you, exercising, passing by their house, lady. I encourage you to tell the city council, tell the government, call Washington, D.C. Tell them that this city needs a track all the way around the city where these people can get up and exercise, lady. And get some of that saturated fat from between them thighs, lady. Some of that saturated fat from by that neck, lady. Because guess what, lady? If people telling you that the walking are dead, you're going to be scared to walk. They need to come up with another series, lady. They need to call it the jogging or something like. People that are out there running, jogging and walking, they living the life, lady. That's what they need to do. I'm trying to tell you, lady. And thank you for letting me tune in, lady. And today you know what today could be? Today could be an entertainment day, lady, where you can take your brisky from one pub to the other. And you won't even get a ticket or a citation. You can take your brew from one pub to the other.